I'm Tio. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to show you how to do the Lotus Pose or Padmasana. The Lotus Pose is a very meditative posture. Especially if you're meditating, you can practice in this pose, but it's not necessarily the ultimate pose, the ultimate meditative pose. You can do a half lotus, you can even sit in a chair nowadays. The very tight lotus is actually not recommended anymore because it's really too tough on the knees, and especially in our societal context where we spend a lot of our time sitting and the knees are more fragile because of the environment that we activate in. Tight lotuses are not taught that often anymore. So that's why I recommend a more soft, loose lotus, which is what I'm going to show you today. We're going to do a warm-up for the lotus. So it's going to be a yoga sequence that opens up the hips and warms up the knees and the legs that allow you to get into the full lotus. At first, you may be just in the first stages where you do half lotus on each side, and that's perfect. Just give your body time. Maybe you have a knee injury and your body may not allow you to do this pose ever, and that's perfectly fine as long as you do the sequence, you do the warm-up. It's really beneficial for your hips and for your knees to get some strength, to get some warmth and attention, and that's more important than the final pose. It's always about the process, not the destination, because you'll see it's like we have these goals, and once we reach the goal and we're there for a few minutes, maximum tens of minutes, and then we're like, okay, now what's next? So we finally realize that what we're yearning for is the process and it's the journey that takes us there. So we need to learn to be in the moment and enjoy our conditions and how they are and where they are, and embrace our limitations, because ultimately they're not limitations. There are just moments and just states of being in time and space, and that's perfectly fine. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching this, and let's have some fun together. Namaste. Hello everyone. Let's meet standing at the top of the mat, palms together, toes together, heels apart. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And reach your arms over your head. Bow over the legs, Uttanasana. From here, right foot steps back, knee down, and tuck your toes. Coming up, Kapyasana, palms together. Opening up and arching the upper back, sinking the hips. Place your palms on the mat, coming to a high plank, lower chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. One breath here, deep breath. Right foot steps forward, knee down, untucking the toes, Kapyasana, coming up, arching the upper back even more, sinking the hips, engaging the back leg and the front of the leg, and your abdomen, forming a beautiful curve. Now place your palms on the mat again, and come into a forward fold, feet together, bowing over the legs, reaching up, palms over the head, and bring your palms in front of the chest, prayer pose. Take a deep inhale again, reach over your head, bowing over the legs, Uttanasana. Left foot steps back, knee down, untucking the toes, hands over the head, palms together, sink the hips. Create a beautiful arch. Palms on the mat, high plank, lower chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Left foot steps forward, knee down, coming up once more. Kapyasana.
Engaging your back leg even more, supporting your lower back, sinking the hips, palms of the mat, coming into a forward fold, bowing over the legs. Hold it here for just 2 breaths. Reaching over your head, palms together, and in front of the chest. Very nice. Once more, reach up, bow over the legs. Right foot steps back, knee down, coming up into a longer Padmasana. This is a beautiful strengthening pose. The arch should be in the upper back, opening the shoulders. Palms on the mat now. Bring the left foot to the outer corner of your mat and tuck the right toes, rocking back and forth. Lizard's pose. Place the knee down, untucking the toes, and you can stay here. Place one forearm at a time on the mat. And if you want a deeper variation, grab the left foot with the left hand, sinking your hips. Make sure to keep the knee stacked on top of the ankle, the chest open, and the left shin close to your body. Place your palms on the mat, tuck your toes, come up into a high plank, lower chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Walk the dog for a few breaths. Sinking your chest, working your heels towards the mat. Right foot steps forward, knee down, and tucking the toes. Padmasana. Beautiful. Arch the upper back. Wiggle the shoulders to open up even deeper. What a beautiful arch. Palms on the mat. Right foot comes to the corner of the mat, rocking back and forth, lizard's pose. Bring your knee down, untucking the toes, stay here, or bring one forearm at a time on the mat. Open the chest. Keep your shin close to your body, and your knee stacked on top of the ankle, looking forward. One day, the front of the leg will be resting on the mat. Place your palms on the mat, tucking the toes, high plank, lower chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Walk the dog, stretching the hamstrings, stretching the chest, working the chest towards the mat. Now left foot points and stretches up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Make sure to point your toes. This will help you reach the leg even higher. Keep your shoulders at the same level. Bend the knee, bring the knee to the wrist, pigeon pose. Even your hips, open the chest. Stay here. Remember, wherever you are is where you need to be. If you feel like going deeper, reach for the back foot, working the heel towards the seat. Mermaid pose, turning the fingers inside and pressing on the foot, looking forward, keeping the chest open. Now slowly release the back foot. Place your palms on the mat. Come up, lower, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Right leg points and stretches up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Straighten your knee. Point the toes. Now bend the knee and bring the knee to the wrist for pigeon pose. Remember to square your hips to open your chest. If you have a block and your hip is up from the mat, just place a block underneath it or a towel. That will help you even the hips. If you want to go deeper from here, try reaching for the back leg, working the heel towards the seat for mermaid's pose. Keep the chest open. What a beautiful proud pose. Slowly release. Place your palms on the mat. High plank, lower chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. One day the forehead will rest on the mat. Now bring your knees to the mat and come sitting in between your heels. You can sit here for a moment. Now straighten the right leg and bring the right foot inside the left thigh. Or if you have a half lotus, you can place the foot into a half lotus, twisting to the right side. Left hand on the right knee, and right hand either reaches for the foot, grabbing a bind, or is placed on the mat behind you. Wherever you are, inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, twist. Close your eyes, go within. Slowly release, come back to center. Now let's switch sides. Left foot inside the right thigh or into half lotus. Taking a bind or placing the palm behind us on the mat. Twisting to the left side, inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, twisting. Slowly release. Extend both legs in front of you. Now bring the feet together for star pose and grab the bottoms of the feet and rock the knees up and down. Opening the hips, warming up the inner thighs, the hamstrings, the hip muscles. Now take a deep inhale and bow over the feet. From here, inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, bowing. And let's do this move a few times. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bow. Remember to always lengthen your spine in whichever pose you are. This will allow you to keep a healthy spine, to stretch the vertebrae. Take a deep inhale and slowly come up. Extend the left foot and grab the right shin and rocking it just like a baby. Leg cradle. Activating the hip, opening up even more. Now straighten the right leg and try working the shin towards the chest or the forehead while keeping a relative straight spine. Moving the leg. Let's take another leg cradle, just rocking it from side to side. Slowly release, extending the right leg. Now bring the left shin inside your arms and cradle that leg just like a baby, rocking it from side to side. This is a really good hip opener. Now straighten that left foot and left leg. Working the shin towards the chest and towards the forehead while keeping the spine straight. Let's cradle it one more time. Rocking from side to side. And slowly release. Wide-legged forward fold. Bring the feet apart and the legs. And now from here, inhale and slowly walk your hands forward, bowing over the legs. If your chest reaches the ground, place your forehead there, reach forward, and rest. With each inhale, lengthening the spine even more. Each exhale, relaxing into the pose. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly come up. Bring the feet together. Now bring the right foot inside the left thigh for a half lotus. And let's stay there. Place your palms on the knees, closing our eyes, going inside, keeping a straight spine. Focus on the breath. Redirect that breath into your hips, into your legs, and slowly release, switch sides. Now left foot inside the right thigh. Closing the eyes, going within, focusing on the breath. Follow the breath. When you inhale, follow the breath when you exhale. Slowly release. Now bring the right foot inside the left thigh again. And maybe this is where you are today. Taking just a half lotus. Otherwise, bring the right foot on top of the left shin for a full Padmasana. Closing the eyes, staying within. Slowly release, switch sides again. Maybe stay in a half lotus, or maybe you can take the full lotus. Remember, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Be there and enjoy. Be here now. Be one with the breath. Repeat the sequence a few times a week, maybe daily, and in time, the full lotus will come to you. Namaste. Have a great day. Like and subscribe for more videos. Have a blessed day, everyone. Sending lots of love. Goodbye.